What is up, everybody? It is your average trader here. I am just going to make a video because I've been asked a lot on how I draw my supply and demand zones that typically get respected, what it is that I'm looking for. So I thought I'd just make a quick video just showing you guys. I'm actually going to draw supply and demand on ES, which is the futures for the S&P 500. And so the reason why I like to do supply and demand on futures is because it helps me to be able to day trade SPY options and also SPX options, since they're both the same. So typically when I start to look at supply and demand zones, I start at the 4-hour chart. I like to work my way down from the 4-hour all the way down to the 30-minute chart. And what I'm looking for on it is a basing candle with a strong push down, and that there is follow through on that candle. And so let's take a look here if we can find something of that kind. So I immediately, right off the bat, see a basing candle right here. Right, there was indecision and it ended towards the middle of the candle. And then we have, so it has to be the opposite color of what the push is. So we see a push up and then a follow through candle above that. So this is now considered a demand zone. So we take our rectangle on TradingView, and I already have templates set up to say that this is demand. And then I also take my horizontal ray and I put it at the top of the base of the candle when it's a demand zone. If it's a supply zone, I put it at the bottom of the base of the body of the candle. So I put that here, and then I have it as a 4-hour demand. So that way I have the 4 hours right there, so I can always see what kind of level it is. So let's take a look through, see if there are any other demand zones that are valid. And what I like to do is recent zones and zones that have never been retested, because that makes them really strong and really valid, in my opinion, from what I've seen. I could be wrong, but this is obviously just what I've seen and has helped me. So let's move the access on here. So I see this, I wouldn't consider it basing because it is pretty much a full body candle. So I will see if on a lower time frame if there is anything. So I'm going through this, seeing if there are any others. See, there is a basing here and these two follow through, but this is a green candle. So I want it to be a red selling candle with two opposite green buying candles, right? To make it a valid zone. On a lower time frame, it could be, right? So it all depends. So let's keep going down. Nothing I see here. Now price is coming back up, right? And we see that it hasn't reached this before, so I want to look at supply zones that are over here in this area. And just to show you guys how these zones are really valid, there is a basing candle here, red candle with follow through, and it's drastic. So here we would have the top. Look at where price came up to and completely rejected again. And then it actually, did it come back again? No, it doesn't look like it ever came back up. But you could see that it came, touched it, and then dropped right down. And then here, it would have been the top of that zone, and it would have gotten completely invalidated in this area here. So I like, my golden standard is that it's the first retest of that zone, because typically it will come rejecting off of it. So they're pretty high confidence. Of course, it's not always perfect, right? There will be times where the zone gets pushed through if the push is too strong. If buyers are stepping in on a supply zone, then they will just completely obliterate through that zone. And so you also have to take that into account as well. You have to make sure that it is valid in terms of what you're looking at, and it would make sense to take the trade there. So let's take a look if there are any other, let's see, any supply zones that I would map on the 4-hour chart. So you might be inclined to do this one, right? Because there's a strong one, but not strong follow through. There's another basing candle, so I wouldn't mark this zone. I wouldn't mark this zone either because it has already been invalidated since this one, you know, broke out of it. But I will mark this one. This is a very tight zone, as you can tell. That is a strong basing candle. There was no decision here. And we have 1, 2, 3 strong follow through candles. So I will map this supply zone. Make that supply. Adding my horizontal ray, making that 4-hour supply. Okay. Alright, so I don't see anything else on the 4-hour. Let's move on down to the 3-hour. Now, check this out. On the 3-hour, we have somewhat of a basing candle, right? Too strong, but I'm still not completely convinced on this one. I'll check on a lower time frame. But I do like this one. I have a basing, strong push, strong push. I would say that is a demand zone. So let's do that. Demand. Adding in my horizontal ray. Did I do it? No. This is now 3-hour demand. And let's keep looking through the chart if there is anything else that I see that stands out. Okay, nothing there. Let us take a look here. There is a kind of an indecision candle, but not enough follow through that would make me feel confident to map it as a zone. And then here we see, yeah, a lot, but the basing candle is not green, so I'm not gonna map it. I don't even know if on the 4-hour it was green. Let's see. Yeah, it was actually. So I missed that. So here we can take our rectangle, map that, supply. This is 4-hour supply. Alright, switch it back to 3 hours. Okay, so we've got 2 supply zones above us here. Nothing from here, so unless... No, yeah, not enough follow through there. Let's move on over to the 2-hour. Okay, so yeah, still no, I wouldn't mark anything here. This one, so this one's interesting because it is a rally, base candle, rally, but there's not enough follow through, but yet it still kept going up. So I like that there was a rally, a base, and a rally. So I actually will mark this one. Demand. I could be wrong. I'm still learning this, but from what I've seen so far, this has not done me wrong yet. And obviously, enter in with a plan. You don't want to just blindly trade on this either. You want to make sure that you have a plan, that you stick to it, and have proper risk management when trading. Yeah, these are strong candles, I would say. So I'll mark that one too. That is a 2-hour demand. Okay. Here we go. Look at that. Is that another supply zone? Potentially. Yeah, but I'm not gonna map that one. It's too close to the other one, so anything in between? No. Okay, let's go down to the 1-hour. Let's go all the way back. Let's see. Would I consider that? Personally, not on the 1-hour, no. Let's see. Any other ones? I mean, I've got some good zones there so far. Let's see. here's another one that I could map. Some strong movement up there. So yeah, this is basically what I'm looking for, right? Just opposite candle color, follow through on the demand or supply zone on the move up for demand, move down for supply, and for zones that haven't been tested before, since they will become high probability zones that could be broken down, right? Let's see, what do we have? Nothing there. Price is right here right now. But yeah, that's basically it. Do I see one here? Yeah, I do see one there. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this here. I'll make this the last one that I map for the video. But yeah, this is what I basically do to help me understand what to look for. Wow, yeah, look at that. That one's perfect. Yeah, look at that. Price came up. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. Yeah, look at that. Price came up. Great opportunity for puts or shorts if you're doing, share trading. And look at that move down. This was, of course, in after hours. But yeah, this just shows how powerful these zones can be. So if you guys have any questions, anything you want me to clarify, this is basically it. This is the strategy that I've been using that helps on how to find good supply and demand zones. You can add this into your current strategy to make it a little stronger if you like, or just completely trade off of this. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. I noticed that it works better with bigger cap stocks, but I've mainly been using it on SPY. Sometimes I use it on Tesla, Amazon. Those work well with supply and demand because of the volatility in it. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out. I'm always here for y'all. Until next time, guys. Peace.